Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are continuing with Ecto 1 of Pack 5. This is the final in Pack 5, which is stage 14, which is going to be the left front suspension. There is a lot to do in this one and a lot of screws. Well, at least it looks like a lot, so let's see what happens. Okay, so when we first get going, we'll just need a few parts here first. So we'll believe, yeah, it is this one here. And I'll put this here because I'll need that here in a minute. Now this part here is going in here, which is metal. This is plastic. As an EM screw. So let's see. I think the easy one for this, if I remember right, is to get it started. So how's everyone doing? I'm doing great. Okay. Get this side in. There. So that goes in like so. And then this little rubber piece, don't know what you really want to call it, that is actually held in with a GP screw. So that goes on top. Screw this little piece in. Oh, come on. Probably can't get this too tight because I got oil in my hands. There we go. Alright, so that is that part. So we can set this to the side for the time being. Then they want us to take this part and this part, and then we'll be needing this part. And again, those are all going to be put together with EM screws. All right, fine. So let's get this started again. Oop, too far. Okay, after we get this part put on and screwed in, we'll need to put this part on the opposite side, facing like this. Basically, these two parts that's here, the little ones that are pointing out, go down. And these two, or this part will also be held in by two EM screws. So let me get them lowered up. I guess I have to buy a magnet. Okay. So get that started. Put this inside and tighten up we go. Okay, I'm going to go and tighten these up too tight because I think they're supposed to move. All right, second screw on the other side. And there's that part. I'll set this to the side for a second. Because next what we need to do is bring back over the chassis and secure that onto the chassis. And we're going to be putting it on the right side. So we need to have a, let's see. It's going to go on this side here. Let's bring that over. We don't need this first part that we put together first. Or no, we don't. The last part we just put together goes first. And they'll go into these two holes, these posts here. Just like that. Then I'm going to have to flip it over. Those are actually being held in by HM screws. So let me get them ready here. All right. Okay, that's the first one in. Putting the second one in. By the way, stay tuned to the end of this video. Going to give you an update on the MiG 29 and a new build that I'm planning on doing. So stay tuned and I will explain what's going on. All right, so those two screws are in. And while it is on this side, the first part we put together need to come back over, and that is going on right here. There's two little indents right here that this will rest in. Because those are, oh, come on, get it in there, right? It's up here. Would help if I actually put it the right way up, huh? Then we'll need these two parts. There's two of these that we'll need. That will actually help keep them on there. Those are being held in with IM screws. Let me get the IMs here. Okay. So these are being held in with two IM screws on each side. So let's put this on. I need to get a magnet for these screwdrivers. Supposed to be already magnetized, but I don't know. Apparently, I'm losing my magnetic touch. Okay, I'm not gonna tighten these up yet. I'm gonna place them in first, and then I'll tighten them up once I got them all in. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do it this way. Okay, so that's the second screw. And I'll get the other side going. By the way, see how this is? One side's up, the other side's low. The low side goes up towards the engine housing right here. Okay. Put a little oil into these holes. I actually like doing this with the oil a little bit better than I do dipping it. Or dipping the screw in. Okay, third screw. And the fourth screw. All right, so I went ahead and tightened up the screws, because next comes the fun part, I believe. Nope, fun part's not yet. Next, they want us to build the brake drum. That is actually going to be kind of fun. So let me get the three parts here that I need. All right, so here are the brake drums. These parts are plastic. Do note that there is like a little key right here. And then this one has like little designs. I guess like the caliper, well, not the caliper, but just designs. That goes on the outside. This goes on the inside. But see, there's a little nipple here. That's for like a brake line. That goes on the outside. So what we'll do, just put them together. Make sure that the this part is facing up, and on the back, the nipple is facing up. So that is being put together with EM screws, and there's going to be 3 of them. No, not EM. Yeah, EM, because there's one more part that we need to bring over. And the other part we'll need is this part here. This is metal. That's why it's asking for an M screw. That, let's see. Okay, so that don't go together yet. With that nipple up. Okay, so I'll go like this. Okay, what I'm gonna do first, I'm just gonna put some of the oil in here. Line it up. There we go. That's one end. Oh. Alright, so got them both in. Tighten them down here. Okay. That was a little bit of a bugger to put together. No, it doesn't show up too much because it's mostly black, but it's in there. Now comes this part that we just sit on top. Now those are being held in with HP screws. So these are plastic screws. So you'll need 3 of those. I'm kind of glad that when you build any of these kits, you always get at least 1 spare screw. I've actually had to go in and use a couple spare screws. Okay. This is the second screw. Come on. Screws do not want to cooperate for some reason today. Alright, got that one in, now the third one. Just gonna go through and tighten them. Remember, plastic screws you do not want to over tighten because you can crack the housing of the screw. Alright, fun part time. We're going to be connecting the brake drum to the suspension part. And I'm going to get one of my screws ready because this is going to be a fun one. This pointing towards the back end. So what's going to happen is they're going to be put in like this. I am incorrect. Well, this actually goes underneath. So did I... No, okay. Just making sure I didn't put that in wrong. Oh, okay. Never mind. So, I'm going to go ahead and put some oil on that. And right in here. That is being held in with a JM screw. So let me get the screw ready. Alright, dump some oil in it. And what you're doing, you're going from the bottom. So this is probably going to be a little tricky. Let's get in here started. There we go. Alright, let me tighten this down. Alright, so I tightened that down. I didn't tighten it completely because I still want it to move. You know, when you turn the wheel. Doesn't look like it has a lot of turning radius, does it? Alright, so now you flip that over. You get the spring. Dump the spring in. Pull that back over. And then you can take a clamp, push it all the way down, or push it down. Should be able to take a clamp. A second here, I think it's better on the other side. Alright, so the best thing, one of the easiest ways I've seen people do is clamp it down, because you want to turn it over. take an IM screw. Dip oil into that. And tighten. Make sure. This is on top this time. Might have it too compressed. Might have it too compressed. Let's do this. Well, that's the wrong screw. Make sure you use the right screw. Okay, so you want to stick the IM screw in. Lined it up. There we go. Tighten that down. There we go. A little too tight. Loosen it up a tad bit. There we go. Now with the spring compressed, I'm going to take this bar, see how it has a key on it in it? It should okay, so you can actually take and remove the clamps, turn it back on the other side. This is where you stick that rod at. With the key, there's a key, the slit to where it will go in without turning. Then you'll flip it back over and you will secure that with a HM screw. A lot of screws at this part, isn't there? So let's flip it back over. Put some oil. This one I'm going to dip because it goes a little bit farther. And then screw it in. Alright, so once you get that screw in, your suspension for this tire or side is now complete. One more part left to do real fast on this part. So we can actually set that up front for a little bit. Time for the tie rod. Here's what this tie rod part looks like. Let's see, this needs to be facing that way. Then you got this part that goes in here on this side. That's also being held in with an HM screw. So we dip a tap of oil in here. There's that. And now we will introduce this to the car. So let's bring this back over. Let's flip it upside down because we're going to be working on this side. Get these clamps out of the way. We'll need this. So this is going to go onto here. Actually, what I'm going to do, dip some oil in that real fast. So that goes in there. That is being in with a KM screws. Now these screws have like a little flange on the top of them, of the screw. Let's see if I can't show you. That flange on top, that is going to hold the tie rod together. There. And that is actually end of this episode. Now, I have to tell you about the MiG-29. Right now, according to Model Space, D'Agostini, they are actually out of stock right now and waiting for stock to come. So I don't know how long that's going to take before they actually get stock in and send it to me. Another thing, I plan on doing another model from D'Agostini. It's an older one, but what the heck? They had a sale on them, so I decided to take and try it out. What it is it's the Russian tank that they have. So I decided to get it, build it. It's also a remote control, and see how well that does. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Leave any comments. It's fine. And then until the next time, I shall see you guys in the next episode. Bye.